Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Today we're going to just talk about some meters that's been taken off the market. All of the meters you see before you have been discontinued by their manufacturer. On this one, the first one is a scope meter. I don't know if it was made by this company or not, but it was sold by this company called PROTEK. And one second, hold on one second. Let me get something else. Right back. Okay. As I was saying, this multimeter / scope meter was sold by a company called PROTEK, and this is the PROTEK S2405 Universal Scope. And just turn it on for you guys. Let you take a look at it. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's scope meter, and it was put out by, like I said, by this company, and several other companies made it too. It was rebranded by this company, Tech, and I want to say it was another company that the name escapes me right now. But anyway, I've seen it. I've seen this model like by 3 different companies. But since then, it's been continued, and but so this is a real good scope meter. You know, so I thought about getting, even though I had this, I thought about buying the Fluke scope meter. But nah, I don't need this. Do me just fine, and when I do use it, it does me fine. But and I haven't used it in a while because I don't know. I just didn't need it. But anyway, this is the PROTEK Universal Scope Meter, model number S2405. And again, this video is just about talking about meters, test instruments that have been discontinued, that no longer sold by the manufacturer. You may find some of these on eBay or Amazon. But, you know, anyway, so, and this one is by Ideal Industries. This is another rebrand. This have been rebranded by, case in point, look at this one, GW Instek. Same model, make, but it's made by a different company, Ideal Industries, GW Instek, and this is an LCR meter, and this is a multimeter. Now, Ideal Industry also came out with one that looks like this, and they made it out of let me get it for you right quick to see what I'm talking about. They made it out of insulation tester. So, but anyway, this has been rebranded by several companies. Isotech has this meter. A company called Ampro has it, and Bennings, a company called Bennings. They sell it. It's being sold under the name Bennings. Isotech, GW Instek, and Ideal. It's probably several. Oh, and there's another one that's out there too. Where the name escapes me. But anyway, and this is a pretty decent meter too. The only thing I hate about it was, in order for the backlight to come on, you have to put your hand over here to make the backlight come on. Let me see. It should have came on. Maybe see that light through my hand. Let me turn some of these lights off. Maybe see the light through my hand. There you go. But I don't like that because I want to be able, you know, it's a real nice bright backlight, but I want to be in control of the backlight, you know, if I can turn it off and on myself. But other than that, it's a very accurate meter. It's well built. It's not cheaply built at all. High quality. I like the meter itself, but I just don't like that backlight. Okay, and that's not being sold anymore, at least not by Ideal Industries. This is by AMPROBE. This is the AMPROBE AEM1280. This is an average ranging multimeter. No backlight. It's not true. It's not true RMS. It's not, but it's a Pretty decent little multimeter. It's an oldie but goodie, just like the rest of them here. Well, it's not as old as this. These two are not as old as this one. This is pretty a few years older than that one. But it's a pretty decent multimeter. I very seldom use it. You know, I just have it. Sometimes I have it on a bench. Or if I'm working around something at home or something in the shed, I'll run and grab it. You know, so if something was to happen to it, I won't really cry about it. So, but anyway, this is a pretty decent meter. You got all the functions on here. You got volts, AC, DC, continuity, diode, capacitance, hertz, the ADP. I don't know what that stands for. 4 millimeter. Milliamps. I'm sorry, and a 40 milliamps, and 400 milliamps. You got 10 amp AC, DC, in the off position. But pretty decent little meter. Pretty decent little meter. Now, this multimeter here is by a company called Test. I don't know much about Test, but I know this is an oldie here. And you can see by the way this meter looks, you can see that they was trying to, I guess, copy off the old Fluke. I think it's a 27, Fluke 27. You can see how it look, and but this company, it's like I said, I think they're still making test instruments. I don't see many of them right now today. Well, I'm not looking for them, but I think I ran across one a few weeks ago. I just happened to run across and see it. I seen them had something out, but this is one of those old companies like WaveTech. The companies used to make those old multimeters, WaveTech and things like that. This is one of those old companies. This meter here, it doesn't feel solid. It's kind of hollow. You know, this is another meter. Sometime I haven't used it in a while, but around the house, if I'm working in my shed or something, like I'll grab this meter here instead of grabbing one of my newer meters that I use for my job or something. I'll use this meter here. So and this is not a true RMS meter. This is just average ranging also, but pretty decent little meter. But it's not better than the Fluke. This one, this is a bad boy here. This is from Ideal Industries. This was put on the market. This was called a technician's multimeter. This meter here is really nice, and this have the old dark green backlight that you really can't, like most of the older meters had coming way back then. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looked brighter. It looked brighter on camera than it does in person. But pretty decent meter. I mean, as far as the backlight. Now the meter itself, I give it a perfect 10. I give it a 10. This is a very nice meter. This is one of the top of the line multimeters back then. It was. It's kind of slow, but it's accurate. Very accurate. So, and this is a real nice meter here by Ideal Industries. They don't make this anymore, but still, this is a real nice meter. I like this meter. Okay, so, and this is the Fluke. This is the Craftsman. What's the model number on here? Craftsman 8257, true RMS Autoranging PC-interface multimeter. This is a pretty decent multimeter here too, but it's an oldie. I like the fact that it tells you whenever you switch the dials, it tells you where to connect the leads at. Let me just take it out and see how it just switches. It tells you where to put the leads. I thought that was really nice. You have temperature and PC, like I said, PC interface. It's one of those old connections, but this is a pretty decent multimeter. I'm having trouble with the capacitance on here. I don't know. I have to open it up and check it and see. But this is a pretty decent multimeter also. And this has been discontinued by Sears. This is by AEMC. And this is a pretty decent little handy little multimeter too. I used to carry this around with me. I don't do it anymore. I leave it on the bench a lot. But this is a nice pocket-sized multimeter. It don't have all the functions as the AMPROBE have, but they have the basic functions on here, which you would need. It's about the same size as the AMPROBE, but if I had to choose out of which one I would carry around with me, for some reason this one feels better, and I would trust this one more. Think I would want this one around with me, the AEMC, than the AMPROBE. But this is a real nice multimeter, really nice little multimeter. If you're just doing basic testing, if I had to do a little more testing, and yeah, I guess I grab this if I had to choose out of the two. But other than that, just basic testing, I will grab this multimeter right here. Now, I want to show you something else. I want to show you, let me see. This is the backlight, again, for the scope meter. See, it's the same like this green, these two right here. It's the same thing, basically. So back then when these meters were out, I guess the green light was okay now, but until they came out with a brighter light and you had to compare the two, that's what made this one obsolete, this backlight. But so this video won't be long. I just want to pull out the multimeters and just give you guys something to look at. I'm sure some of you guys, some of you old heads out there probably used some of these meters before. Probably this one, or may have had one. Even this one, or this one, any one. And if you did, and you have a story to tell about it, leave it in the comments. I'd like to hear it. So, with that being said, guys, you guys take care. And as always, until the next video, peace out.